Welcome to the Crimson Engine. My name is 𝙍𝙬𝘄𝙄𝙄𝙎. Today we're looking at a 3-point lighting setup that fits in a shoebox. Since COVID hit, I've been looking for ways to work smaller and get more done with less. I got these from a company called 𝙁𝙀𝙄𝙄𝙄. They are 3 small LEDs. By small, I mean the smallest one is the size of a matchbox, that work really well together, can be diffused and modified in different ways, but are still plenty bright for the things that you most often want to use them for. They're all internally battery powered, so you don't have to swap batteries in and out, and they all charge via USB. The key light here is the 𝙁𝙀𝙄 Studio. It is a 36 watt RGB high CRI LED that I have going through a 4-foot umbrella. Then as my fill light here, I have the 𝙁𝙀 Pro. It is a 30 watt bicolor LED, which is around the size of a matchbox. It still has a lot of punch. And then above me on a arm, I have a 𝙁𝙀 Torch 2.0, which is a tiny little, like bigger than a sugar cube sort of LED that's single daylight color. But you can get all these interesting accessories that tint the light different colors. One of 𝙁𝙀's big selling points, almost like the GoPro, is that it has a whole bunch of accessories available. You have small little barn doors for these lights. There's light modifiers, there's diffusion, there's different color tints, and all this stuff has been really well thought out and designed and all works together really nicely. Something that I've found more often than not is when I go and light an interview or light a talking head, that I end up having my LED panel on like 5% by the time that I've got the lens open and wide enough to get the bokeh that I like. So maybe it makes sense to bring a much smaller light and have it set on something like half power or 3/4 power, rather than bring a huge light and then diffuse it with, say, an umbrella like I have here, rather than bring a big naturally soft light that's heavy and needs much more power. I actually really like the look that these lights give. It's much punchier and sharper than the typical lights that I use. The fact that it's all battery powered is an advantage as well. There's no cables or cords to trip over. The lights themselves are pretty heavy. They're very dense because the batteries are built into the body of the light, and it also functions as a heatsink because none of them have fans that are going to mess with your audio. Something I've been playing with a lot is that all of these things are waterproof, so you can put them underwater or at least use them in rainy weather without having to worry about the connections of the batteries or damaging the light. The case for the 𝙁𝙀𝙄 Studio that I got actually fits all 3 lights, and it means that you can, have this as something that you take into the backcountry, or that you could carry on public transport with a couple of stands and still have more than enough power to light a talking head interview in an office and not have to lug around crates and crates of gear. Generally they're very well thought out, well-made products. The 𝙁𝙀 Pro is about $260, and the 𝙁𝙀 Studio, the RGB, is around $650. I have a project coming up where I'm actually going to travel to a whole bunch of different destinations and shoot small films there. And these seemed like a perfect solution to get a lot of light in a very versatile way into small places without carrying a lot of weight. That is my look at the 𝙁𝙀 LED family. You can find the links to these in the descriptions. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.